I am looking like, I don't know, an orangutan right now. Welcome back to Mia's Life. Today is my last day in America, so I wanted to take advantage and do something that I wouldn't be able to do back in the UK. And basically, I've seen these, like, I haven't ever watched any of these videos, but I've seen them and it seems like a really I don't know, it seems very interesting to do. So today I'm going to be testing 7-Eleven makeup, which is going to be absolutely crazy because I'm pretty sure 7-Eleven is like a gas station and like you buy food and stuff from there. So being able to buy makeup from there as well, that's gonna be weird. And also it's like super cheap as well, which is good, but like, because sometimes super cheap makeup can be like kind of good quality. Like obviously it's not the best ingredients and stuff, but like they actually work quite nicely because all of these products are under $5, which is absolutely crazy. So I'm really interested in seeing whether like it's really bad quality, whether it's good quality, just like everything about it. And they only have like, I think 2 or 3 shades of each one of like the foundation and the concealer and stuff. So I've got the lightest shade, but it still seems like really dark because I'm like quite pale. So quite often it's quite difficult for me to find things that are like my shade. So I'm not sure about this. Like I'm really interested in trying it. So without further ado, let's get straight on to the video. So over here I've got my little bag of makeup. I have washed my face before this, so I'm going to just start straight away with the BB cream, which is quite cool. And this actually has SPF 15 in it, which I thought was quite good. And I actually am quite like, this packaging is like quite nice, especially for like the price of these. It seems like it should be a bit more expensive. Ooh, this is a nice little bottle. As you can see, it does look like quite dark. This is like the shade. I mean, it's not that dark, but I'm interested in seeing what it's gonna be like. This is quite nice. It smells not bad, but it doesn't smell like nice in a way. So I think this is supposed to be like buildable, so you can put like a little bit on for like light coverage, and then you can put like even more on for a bit of a heavier coverage. Feels like, I don't know, it feels quite oily. Like this is quite a liquidy foundation sort of thing. It's not super dark if you look at it, but I mean, I probably could do with like a lighter shade, but it's not like too bad. This is interesting. I can't really describe it. It smells a bit perfumey, but like kind of nice in a way. But what I liked about it is I looked on the back of this and there's not actually that many ingredients in it. Like I thought it was gonna have like loads of really weird like sort of chemicals in it, but it doesn't actually look too bad, the ingredient list. I'm gonna have to blend it down my neck a bit just because it is quite orange for me. So guys, on my skin it feels very oily. Like I have quite oily skin as it is, so I guess if you have like dry skin then it might be better for you. But that I use, my NYX foundation, it's like nice and sort of matte, and it doesn't make my skin like super oily, so I really like that. However, this is like super oily on me, so this isn't too bad. Like if you want a cheap like foundation and like you can't like find any makeup shops like near you, and like there's going to be a 7-Eleven near you probably, this is okay. Don't get it if like you have quite a really light sort of complexion like me though, because look at that. So now I'm going to be trying the concealer, and once again this is their lightest shade, the shade Light, and it looks really dark on me, so I'm interested in seeing what this comes out like. I feel like with all their makeup, the thing about it is that they're quite, I don't know, they don't have many shades and stuff, but I guess that's the point. Like if they had loads of different shades, like I don't know, some makeup from like Sephora or something, like they have like, I don't know, loads and loads of shades, I guess it wouldn't be as cheap. Okay, this is quite nice packaging. This feels a bit weird and it kind of feels a bit plasticky, but I quite like it. It feels a bit cheap, this bit, like you can tell, but other than that it's quite nice. So I'm interested in seeing how high coverage this concealer is, because I have quite like acne prone skin, so I'm interested in seeing whether it will be like high coverage enough for me. It is a bit lighter than the actual foundation, which I quite like if you're using it like under eye concealer, because I like that sort of like where you use like lighter concealer than your foundation. It's very oily. It's like the same consistency as the BB cream. It feels like very, very oily on my skin. It just feels like, I can't describe it, but it feels a bit like I've just put loads of like oil over my face. That's literally the only way to describe it. Which is interesting because I'm pretty sure on the back here, it's the oil-free formula. So this is oil-free, but like it's still really like a liquidy sort of consistency, which I guess, like he said, if you have dry skin, might be nice for you. But there is a setting powder to use after this, so we'll see how good like the setting powder is, whether it can like balance off this like oiliness. So guys, the next thing I'm going to be using is the translucent powder, and hopefully this will like contradict the really oiliness. Apparently it's all shades, but like I'm thinking like if someone has like really dark skin or if they have really light skin like me, I don't really feel like this is gonna look right. Like I feel like I don't really get like all shades things, especially when it's like things that like all over your skin. However, if it's like a lip gloss, then it might be okay, but I'm interested in seeing like what this is like, because for me this looks very orangey. Like my one that I use, like my translucent powder that I use, it's like white basically, whereas this is like orange. This is kind of make it a bit less oily, but it doesn't really do much. It just kind of, I guess this is like buildable. Like I guess I'm gonna have to use like quite a lot of this to like get rid of the oiliness. So guys, I've used like a lot of that translucent powder and my skin feels very oily. Like it's better than it was before, but it's still like super oily. Also, I am looking like, I don't know, an orangutan right now. Like I literally, my face is bright orange. It's not a good look. Now I'm going to be doing my eyebrows, and this is the lightest brows they had, and it's super dark. Like I use one that's like for blonde hair, whereas this is like brown. Like I don't know how on earth you're supposed to use this. So this is the wax and this is the powder. So I'm gonna get a bit of the powder, and then it comes with its own little brush, but I feel like this is a bit annoying because it's so small. I'd like it if it had a bit of a longer brush because it just feels so small. It's like holding it like that. Really annoying. None of this comes with any mirrors, so I'm gonna have to go and get one of my own mirrors, because I kind of assumed that it would come with mirrors in the packets, but it doesn't, annoyingly. Right guys, I've got my own mirror now. Oh my goodness me. It is super dark. This is like almost black. How is this light? What on earth is the dark one like? This is like the sort of shade my mum would have, and she has like dark brown, like dark brown eyebrows. I feel like the set isn't very accommodating to people with super light complexion. This brush is quite bad as well. I just feel like this brush is like, it's just been put in there for like a little token. It's like, I'm gonna put a brush in there even though it's rubbish. Just, it looks like I've made an effort. Right guys, so I've done my eyebrows, and once again, can I just say that this is the lightest shade they go to? Like, I mean, this makeup would be okay if you have like brown hair and just like medium-ish skin, but if you have anything other than that, then I just don't think this makeup would work for you. Anyways guys, now I'm going to be doing eyeshadow, and they actually had like a couple of palettes, and one was like super dark and like black, so it was called like heavy metal or something. So I've decided to go with aubergine, or eggplant I should say, because I am in America after all. I thought it was slightly strange that it says aubergine, because aubergine is what English people say for eggplant. Now this is quite interesting. It's like got quite a lot of space. They look good, but they don't feel necessarily the best, these packaging. And I don't know, this like looks a bit strange. I mean, it's not too bad. Stupidly enough though, Miacorns, I actually forgot to bring an eyeshadow brush here on holiday, so I'm going to have to use my finger. So I'm going to get the second to lightest shade. I'm going to use this as a base color, and I'm going to put it all over my eyelid. It's like a nice sort of just, I don't know, kind of pinkish color. I like this color. This is nice. It's like quite nice and subtle, because I can't go with like super dark colors. I'm gonna do the other eye. It doesn't really remind me of like an aubergine though. I feel like the only color that's really like aubergine are these two bottom colors, the dark ones. But other than that, I don't really feel like aubergine colors. Right, so I've done my base color. Now I am going to get the next color down, and this is like a sort of reddish color. And I'm gonna put this in my crease, like in the corner of my eye, and then I'm gonna bring it under a bit, which is gonna be quite difficult to do with my fingers. I feel like these colors are actually quite nice. Like, I quite like them with like blue eyes. The only thing is about this palette is I don't like how they're like, the colors are joined together. Like, I prefer it where they're like, for example, this is actually a blusher palette. I like how it's all separated, the colors, and then you can mix them together if you want to. But I don't really like it how they're like, you have to mix them together, or if you don't want to, then it's like quite difficult to just get like a particular color. But I'm gonna get the darkish brownish color, and I'm gonna do a very little bit of it because I can't go super dark. And just put this in the corner of my eye. Now this color was actually kind of darker than I was predicting it to be. It's like quite dark. I wouldn't usually go this dark, but I just wanted to try out like the darker colors to see how like pigmented these are, but they're actually really quite pigmented. Like, I quite like it. So now I'm going to go to the lightest color. I'm not actually going to try the purple because I feel like purple will just not look right on me. So I'm going to put this underneath my eyebrow as like a sort of highlighting color. This one isn't too pigmented, like it doesn't really have much color. I'm gonna put it in the corner of my eye. Like, I'd like it to be a bit more whiter, but I guess maybe you're just supposed to like really build it up. But I'm gonna put also a little bit in the center of my eyelid here as well to highlight it a bit. Surprisingly, it's not looking too bad so far. Like, it's not looking like super crazy and bad, but like I wouldn't really wear this actually out, but like wearing it at home, it's not like super ridiculous. Maybe if I just changed the color of these eyebrows to make them a bit lighter, then it would look a bit better. And maybe if like the foundation was a bit lighter, then it would be okay. Next, I'm going to do my blusher, and the blusher I've got is quite interesting. This is the Rosé color blush, and this is actually looking quite orangey, which I thought was really interesting. So I wanted to get this shade because I don't know how like orange will look. Like, I've never used orange blusher before, but look at it. There's quite a pinkish one and then quite an orangey one. So I guess you just kind of mix them together. Oh wow, look how orange that is, guys. Look how orangey it is. Wow, this is like super pigmented. This is like super dark. I'm gonna have to try and blend it out a bit, but this is a lot of blusher. Surprisingly, it's not a too bad color though. I'm quite keen on it. I would just like wear a little bit less, be a bit more careful with it, because I feel like, especially because this makeup's never been used before, when you do the first bit of makeup, like when you first put the brush on makeup, then it like kind of breaks a bit. Like, this makeup's quite crumbly. I'm not too keen on it, to be honest. It's all like, my blusher in this palette that I use is not like super crumbly. When you put it on, it doesn't like break. You just get a little bit on the brushes. Whereas like my setting powder is quite crumbly, but I kind of like expect that with a setting powder. But like with a blusher, like it's got really crumbly. So yeah, I'm not really too keen on that. I'd prefer if it wasn't like so crumbly. So now guys, I'm going to be using the highlighter, and this highlighter is quite, once again, orangey, and it looks very yellowy as well. My one that I use is like quite golden, where it's not like yellow though. Look at it, guys. It's a very interesting colors. Kind of reminds me a bit of like a banana. What does it smell like? I wouldn't recommend smelling this. It doesn't smell too good. They didn't really have any other shades. This was the only shade they have, but it's like really banana-y. So I guess I'm just gonna mix them together a bit. Wow, look at it on my brush though. It's very crumbly once again. I really hate it when makeup's crumbly. I don't know why. I just really don't like it. So I'm just gonna put this on my cheekbones. Oh, this is quite a natural blusher. Like, it's not super strong. I guess if you just want like a sort of natural highlighter, then it's okay, but otherwise I wouldn't really use this because it's just so light. Where I quite like my highlighter quite strong. Yeah, I'm not too keen on it, to be honest. You can't really see it much, like especially on camera you can't really see it. In the mirror, like off camera, you can see it more, but like on camera it just doesn't really do much. Yeah, like I said, it's gone really crumbly and everywhere. Like, you actually can't see it on camera, but there's like little marks in it just from like my brush touching it. Like, it's super crumbly, and like there's makeup like all over the table, guys. It's so crumbly. But then again, I guess for like what you pay for, you're not expecting it to be like amazing quality, but still, I think it would be better if it wasn't so crumbly. So now guys, I'm going to do mascara, and unfortunately the 7-Eleven mascara is not actually vegan. It has beeswax in, so I'm just going to use my normal mascara. So now guys, I'm going to use my last product, that I bought, and this is the lip gloss that I got. And this is the cream lip gloss, and this is in the shade Rose once again. So I'm gonna just open this up. I'm interested in seeing what this is like, what this will come out like, because I feel like with cheap like lip glosses and stuff, quite often they'll like look a different shade on you than it looks like in the packet. But this is quite nice, like sort of subtle, sort of pinkish color. Quite like the look of this. It feels actually quite nice. Like this smells amazing, guys. Like the highlighter didn't smell too good, but this smells absolutely amazing. It smells like, and kind of taste a bit like, I don't know, candy, like sweets. It smells super nice. It looks quite nice as well. I really like this actually. This lip gloss is super nice. Like this is like a really nice lip gloss. For its price, it's super nice. I actually really like this. Like out of all the makeup, I'd say this is my favorite. I am like a fan of this lip gloss. It is super nice. I really like this, guys. So there you go, guys. Today I tried a full face of 7-Eleven makeup. It wasn't too bad actually. Like my favorite product was definitely this lip gloss though. Like this is actually a really nice lip gloss. I'm probably gonna be using this again. I feel like it wasn't too bad. Like I just feel like it should have just had more shades and stuff. It would have been better if they had more shades like for like my skin tone and then darker skin tones. And just like, I just feel like it needs more shades, especially this eyebrow. Like I still cannot get over that this is the lightest shade of eyebrow. Like what? How is this light? So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. All of this makeup, I would give this, I don't know, for its price, it's quite good. So I would give this a 7 out of 10. If this was like really super expensive makeup, then it would not like have that. But for its price, like all of this is under $5. It's really good quality actually for the price. Have you guys ever tried any 7-Eleven makeup? Comment down below if you have and what you thought it was like. I'll see you guys in my next video, guys. I love you. Bye.